Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
Paranormal Bunker. You'll come on down and join Nikki, Robert, Kayla, and Cole. Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sit with us as we traverse the portals of the universe. Let loose the secrets of the cryptids. Make haste with the truth of conspiracy. And explore the hauntings of our world. And once again, welcome to the S4 Paranormal Bunker.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the S4 Paranormal Bunker. Tonight, we have Robert and Nikki in the house. And Kayla is unfortunately not with us due to work complications. She's hanging out with a robot. So, I'll let her explain that next week. So she's going to be joining us every second week is pretty much the way that's going to work. Okay. But Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year's, Robert and Nikki.
Yep. Happy New Year's.
I mean, Robert was celebrating even before I woke up. So, the only one in our family that was awake with you was my Aunt Jeep. And that's because she has family in Australia. So she wakes up for that when it's time. But Christmas was amazing this year. Someone bribed Santa Claus on my behalf, so I did very well for myself. I ended up with new pants, a new hat. I got a very cool statue of Bigfoot playing a guitar.
Oh, I'm envious.
Kayla got one with two bears playing guitars that says Showtime below it.
Nice.
And then I got like 8 stuffed animals. So, apparently Santa thinks I have a fetish. Although those came from the kids, so maybe they just think I have one.
Could be.
But, it was a good year this year. We, got to celebrate with all the kids. Everyone came home, and for the next couple of years, we don't know how often we're going to have that. So, we did a New Year's Eve party for our son Hunter, because Hunter left yesterday for San Antonio Air Force Base, and he started today training. So,
it's gonna be sore.
He is. Sitting in front of a Xbox really doesn't prepare you for basic training.
No, it most certainly does not.
But no. I think he'll do quite well, and he does that for 2 months, and then he's got 4 months of specialized training, and then apparently with the Air Force, they are deploying 50-50 to Japan. So there's a 50-50 chance of going to Japan, and that is his dream deployment. Because I don't know where the hell he got it from, but that kid loves Japanese food. Friend, he's a weirdo.
I don't know about that. I like Japanese food too.
Not everything needs to be shrimp flavored, okay?
That's true. I do agree with that.
The dried snakes can do with a bit more seasoning.
No. I've had experience. No. I've had experience. With, no. I've had allergic reactions to some of their stuff. They've got Japanese food is really delicious, but you do have to, if you've got allergies, you've really got to ask.
Well, yeah,
not just moderation. You've really got to ask.
They cook everything in fish oil.
Yeah.
Like if I go to Japan, I'm dead.
Most things.
Friend, just from here. Friend.
Oh. Oh.
It would be so bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Poor Cole. Friend.
Sad face.
But, like, I don't know. I think he will do well no matter where he goes. That's one thing I do love about our military services is it's 4 years he gets to experience anything.
Other cultures.
Everything. Yeah. Like, experience things he never would have the chance otherwise.
Yeah.
Friend.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I had friends that were Navy, and
I like that look, Robert.
Well, no, he was on a. There's one specific person I'm thinking of, and he was on an Air Force carrier, or an Air Force carrier. He was on a carrier, and he used to talk about the different places that he would go. Matter of fact, he was really famous when he came home for bringing home Mountain Dew. And if you know who I'm talking about, and if you're listening, hello, dear. I love he and his family. They've been good friends of mine for a lot of years, but anyway, so yeah, he used to bring home Mountain Dew from different countries across the globe, and it was really kind of cool. So, but yeah.
Friend. Yeah, when I moved Kayla to Canada, she was so disappointed in the Mountain Dew.
Why is that?
I know she'd absolutely hate the one Robert's drinking right now. Because no other country uses as much caffeine in theirs.
Caffeine, yeah.
Yes, yeah, and you talk about lack of sugar.
Yeah.
There are the kind of sweeteners we use in the United States. They use real sugar in other countries.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it tastes very different. I got to have a half a can of oh God, where was it from? Wasn't Saudi Arabia. Where the hell was it from? It was one of the countries over there. I cannot remember which one. Anyway, and the difference between the American Mountain Dew and that country's version of Mountain Dew, I was stunned. It was so much better than the American version. I was like, oh my God, they've got to bring this to the United States because it was fantastic. And I actually, for the first time in my life, I didn't have any reaction. I mean, and I'm not talking allergic reaction. I'm just talking my body reacted so much better to that than the American version. And that's really when so that was in the 1990s. That was really when I made the personal realization just how much stuff the FDA allows in our foods. It was a heck of a realization to me. So yeah, a lot of other countries, their products are much better because they don't have the crap in them.
Yeah. And I know,
So, but it's very different. If you're not used to it, it's very different.
and you know, the number one, like, harbinger of death on that one would be Hershey's chocolate.
Oh, I know.
Friend.
All the plastics in it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, do you know that the ones in the UK, the standards are so different. I mean, it's like night and day.
And that's the best part is when Hershey delivers something to the UK, they have to follow those standards. Otherwise, it doesn't get in.
Yes, in every country. That's the way it is in every country, and it's just astounding to me. And it's one of the reasons why I love Italian wheat, because I can eat Italian pasta and not have gut reactions. And I didn't realize how big of a deal that was until I had spaghetti, not the sauce, but the actual pasta was Italian pasta. And I was like, why am I not bloated? Why am I not this? Why am I not that? And then I found out it was Italian pasta, and I went, what? It changed my life. Now I love our American farmers, but they are under the gun and under the wire. I don't mean to get off on this subject, but they're under the gun and under the wire, and by the FDA and by the conglomerates who are basically controlling the farmers of the U.S. And it sucks because I remember in the 1990s and early 2000s, there were people that I knew that were travelers. I mean, they were coming and going because they had work. They were coming and going from other countries, whether it was the UK, whether it was Italy, or I want to say France. That's not what I mean. But anyway, and I learned from them how different the food was, and it was because it was in the what is it called? The EU, the European Union. There are very different requirements and banned products, and they're not banned in the United States. And so now, in the last 2 years, I started buying Italian flour. If I go to use any kind of, I will not buy all-purpose American-made flour anymore because of it, and it has made a significant difference in my life. If I could afford to make my own bread, I would with Italian wheat berries, because the Italian wheat, they're the hell are they called? It's a certain kind of wheat berry, and if you buy a grinding mill, you can get a 25-pound, because it'll be cheaper to get a 25-pound bag of these wheat berries. Eikorn wheat, I think is EIKORN, I think is what it is. It's been a while since I've looked at it. And if you buy the berries, it's actually cheaper to grind your own wheat berries. Yeah, and mill it and make your own flour right on the spot. So it's so much cheaper that way than buying a 1 pound or a half-pound bag. Half-pound bag can cost you $12-15. So it's actually cheaper to buy the berries, the wheat berries, and grind it yourself. It's just that kind of stuff just fascinates me. I mean, and other people talk about, it's the glyphosate. Is that what it's called? I can always see it in my head. I never pronounce it correctly, so hopefully I pronounced it correctly. Sorry, my skin is real. I had an allergic reaction tonight, and I'm just like touching my face and my head, and I'm just like, glad quit stretching. So yeah, it's just fascinating to me how different foods are across the countries.
Did you see that train derailment, Robert? where her thought process just derailed.
Oh,
for a
yeah,
second.
yeah.
It took a minute for her to get back on the tracks. It was awesome.
I'm like, I'm itchy. I'm like, I broke down and took Benadryl today, and I haven't taken Benadryl in forever and a day. So I took a Benadryl, and then a couple hours later, I had to take a Zyrtec because it was still bad. And I'm like, ah. And it's still like I'm like broken out in little histamine blisters all over. Well, not all over my head, but a number of them on my head, and I'm like,
that is the only problem we had this Christmas.
What's that? Allergies?
Our great nephew came to, great nephew is what I call, but he'd be a third cousin. But he came to our Christmas party on the 20th, and he gave everyone a gift. Friend, the worst cold we have ever fucking had. Like, this was on the level of COVID.
It's gotta be a virus. Oh, I know somebody that they don't have the COVID, but they had just what you're talking about. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And they just told me today that it was the worst headache. It was almost worse than COVID when they got COVID.
Yeah, like Kayla's still got a cough. I've still got it a little bit, but Kayla's got it a little bit worse. But she got it 2 days after I did. So,
that's miserable.
And it has just been going. But yeah, like Christmas Day, I felt like death.
Yep.
And trying to do presents and hang out with the kids, and we tried playing games for a few hours. That did not go well.
Not gonna work,
But, and by New Year's we were starting to get over it, and
you get visited and wham, hit again.
But he came back and he was happy as a freaking clam. Like, at the Christmas party, he was quite miserable.
No.
And none of us knew what it was, because he's 2 years old, so it presented different in him. Nikki, quit scratching.
I can't help it. My back is bugging me. I got my back scratcher. Sorry. I don't normally do that, but it's like I can't help it.
Fred.
Sorry. Robert's laughing his ass. Sorry, guys.
And I just said, I'm itchy and I can't get off.
Fred. He came to New Year's and he was happy as a clam, and hugging everyone. Like, this kid, the last year, he's been really...
He spread it.
Well, he was really, like, distant from everyone. He was scared of everyone, pretty much.
Right.
And then the Christmas party, I went to go pick them up. And he ran up to me as soon as he saw me and immediately gave me a big hug, asked to be picked up. And I'm getting older, so he's getting heavy. So after about half an hour of holding him, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. And I handed him off to my nephew.
Yep.
And he was so mad that he had to go to him. Friend, cutest thing ever.
How old is this kid?
2 years old.
2, yeah.
Friend, so he's in his bluey stage.
Oh.
Yeah. I fucking hate that show.
Well, that's like Barney was back in my kid's day.
I've tried introducing him to, like, other cartoons. He just doesn't get it.
It doesn't work. No. They get stuck on one thing. Oh, God, yeah, I know. I remember.
Friend.
God, I hated that song. I'm hearing it in my head right now.
And that's the problem, is we're not around him all the time, so we're not watching it with him, so I haven't gotten enamored by it. But, like, when it was my kids and they watched Handy Manny, friend, I was all over that shit. I was watching it without them. I'm like, you guys need to catch up. Like, friend, but with this one, like, all the other adults that are around him all the time, they're all enamored by it too. Friend, like, they are keeping up with the actual storyline that's going on, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you people?
Never watched
Oh, dear.
And the stupid part is, like, I just finished Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Because that...
Everybody's watching that except me.
Well, have you not watched any of it?
No. Is that the one that's on Netflix?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have Netflix.
I'm going to give you my Netflix.
No, you're not.
Why?
Because that's not... We're not going there right now, especially live on air.
Well, I don't care about them. They can eat a dick. They take enough money for it from me. They can accept this. Friend, that shit cost me $30 a month. Friend.
Oh my God, it's gone up.
Well,
Yeah,
When it used to be $8 when I was doing when we were doing it.
I paid for separate households.
Yeah.
So we
Oh,
can split
that makes
it.
sense. That makes
Like mine's
sense.
nearly $25 for just
Oh
me
my
down
God.
here. Yeah.
But you don't have ads on yours then, right?
No. I was going through all the different ones I have, and I don't have ads on Netflix here.
I have ads on Netflix. I wasn't
They,
paying because
they started out not to have ads,
Yeah.
and then suddenly ads. Yeah.
well, and that's the thing. If I wanted the no ads one, I think it's $40 then. For
God.
So
That's as bad as what Prime does. I mean, you're not supposed to have, what is it, Prime and Paramount.
Paramount
And
Plus,
Paramount Plus, and we've got both of those. And that's one of them has ads and the other one doesn't. And I don't remember which is which right now. But yeah,
Has
and
the ads
everybody
for-
else has ads.
Because I've been watching NCIS on that, and that's got ads through it. So.
Yep.
I think
So
Kayla's
it's
using Disney
just
Plus right now a lot because
Mhm.
she started.
you-
She's rewatching Criminal Minds all the way through.
Mhm.
Oh God, I used to love that show.
Kind of.
Mhm.
She's sleeping through Criminal Minds all the way through. Friend, she watches about 2-3 episodes a season. So.
Mhm.
But she hears the rest of them in her head in her sleep.
Yeah. Friend,
That's not necessarily a good thing to have going on in your sleep.
well, we kind of we
It's
got
not
away
used.
from all the space documentaries
Yep.
and everything during while sleeping.
Yeah.
Because Kayla's mom uses Mr. Ballin.
Oh. What do you mean uses?
To sleep.
Oh, got it. Brain fart.
Have
Sorry.
you ever heard his shit?
Yeah, it's been a while though.
That man is disturbed.
You heard of him.
Friend,
Can't even remember what he looks like right now, but yeah.
he's the generic
there's-
white dude. He really is. He's a generic white dude from the Midwest. If you picture that guy, that's him.
Yeah, that
Has he got a southern drawl?
No, it's
No.
literally a Midwest accent too, friend.
Yeah,
But
I
he
do
does
remember that.
strange and mysterious stories.
Topics.
Yeah, he only tells stories. He just reads you a story,
yeah.
friend, and some of them are insane, but almost every single one of them is true. I don't think he's told one that isn't real.
It was at this time he realized he up.
Hey, Nicholas, how you doing? Friend, Happy New Year, buddy.
In chat.
Yeah.
Nice. Hello.
So, she uses that. So now we've started using that because it's a black screen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been my biggest issue with Kayla's space shows is, well, it's
They have
space.
it.
There's always the
Yeah.
bright bursts of, whenever they show the Big Bang or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and if you're
Wake up.
sleeping, that's a big deal.
Yeah, because all of a sudden, my eyes are closed and everything behind them is white.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Well, and okay, so he's not the dude I'm thinking of then. The
no,
dude.
yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
MRBALLEN.
Yeah, I
Mr. Ball,
remember
he's on YouTube. Great guy. I love his shows, but he's into some weird shit. friend, and he's got like 8 channels now.
Oh my God.
And a podcast.
Well, I've seen him on Facebook. I know he's on YouTube, and I've seen him at least once on YouTube, but I've seen him a number of times on Facebook. He pops up on my feed, and I'm like, what the hell is this? But then there's this I call him a young kid. He's in his 30s. I think somewhere between 28 and 33. I think. He tells the most fascinating stories, and he tells it as if, and I don't remember, otherwise I'd promote him because the stuff he talks about is just fascinating as heck. And he tells the story as if it's from his perspective.
Point of view.
And detailed information. I mean, like really detailed information. If I can.
This guy does it from like a third person point of view. Like he is telling you, like he's giving you the police report.
Wow. Yeah.
And
no,
then,
this guy is. Wow.
At the end of it, he gives you a summary. Like he'll start out with how like the police are searching for them, and at the end of it, he gives you a summary of how they actually caught him.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. I have heard him.
And then he does other ones that are like Bigfoot, aliens, all that kind of stuff. And then he has medical mysteries as well. And Nikki, quit scratching.
Yeah. My arms are starting to itch. Sorry. I'm like putting my hands out, going, "You're not gonna scratch." Sorry.
I'm waiting on a question here from Nicholas. He's got one. He says he's got a serious question that is off topic, and he asked if we could ask it. I told him yes. So I'm just waiting for that to come through.
Okay.
But yeah, no. So like we started using that for sleeping, and then Kayla was watching her Criminal Minds. But every couple hours, I make her watch Stranger Things with me. You seriously do need to watch Stranger Things, Nikki.
Okay. I'll write it down. Watch Stranger Things.
Oh, Nikki, you're not gonna like this question.
Oh,
well,
God.
maybe. Well, I don't know. If you could spend a day with any type of alien, which type and why?
Ooh. Like you specifically said alien. My first thought was my first thought is I want to spend it with my hybrid kids. I have missed a lot of the conscious memories. They've taken a lot of my they've blocked a lot of my memories, even of my kids, and yet at the same time they haven't, because it's all in how they control the brain. But and that's hybrid. So regarding ET, okay, there we go. Regarding ETs, that's a really good question. Probably. Oh God. Okay, so there's 3, and I don't know, and I can't. It's hard for me to choose which one of the 3. Laborian is my first one, because I know the royalty of the Laborians. I don't know all of them, but I do know some royalty with the Laborians, and they do have a royal, kind of like a royalist system. The difference with them is, so they're feline, and they're the ones that are the shapeshifters, and they're the ones where their claws can come out or retract. And our Keith Andrews is the one who told me that one. I was like, he's like, they retract? And I'm like, he goes, that's not Lyran, that's Laborian. And I went, oh, okay. And it was after I talked to our Keith Andrews that I actually learned more information from a Laborian about some of the hierarchy system that they've got. It was fascinating. But I love being around. They're basically 8+ feet tall. The one that I was around was 8 feet tall, and I've described the one that I've seen that when he's in shapeshifted into his human form. The only way that I've been able to describe this specific individual is to say that in human form, he is like really super muscular. And he reminds me of like what Arnold Schwarzenegger used to look like in the 1970s, that major bodybuilder type with the gigantic muscles. That is what this particular Laborian looks like. But when he shapeshifts and is in his normal feline self, I'm not going to say what species or race of, well, it would be species, what species of feline he looks like, but he does look like a cat. And yeah, his face, his nose, his human nose turns into a muzzle of a cat. His eyes, it's interesting because the eyeballs don't shapeshift, which that's a creepy thought. I hadn't even thought of that until just now. But the outside of the eyes, like around the eye sockets, all of that changes. And it is when you're standing there or sitting there and they shapeshift right in front. It is so, I was going to say awe-inspiring. That's not the words I was trying to. It's so like you're awestruck.
Okay.
You're just like, oh my God. But you kind of adjust to it after you get through the freak out stage. But that's one of the first ones. The females are very different though. Oh my God. The females have, they are very different. They are a warrior class of ET. And I don't mean, and I do not mean that they will fight everybody. What I specifically mean is that on their own planet, in order to go up in rank, essentially, or up in society, they fight their way up. And I don't think I've ever talked about that before.
No.
At least I don't remember ever talking about it. I don't remember talking about it here and on this show, and I don't remember talking about it on any of my podcasts. But anyway, yeah, they go up in rank by fighting. And to the death, usually. And the females... I was telepathically shown what this male had witnessed, and he telepathically showed me what it was like watching two females fight for basically existence and upper rights, upper classmanship type of thing. And wow, you think cats on this planet fight? Ain't nothing got woo, honey. I was absolutely appalled, astounded, in shock. I mean, you list everything that you can be utterly horrified by. That kind of did it for me. I was like, whoa. And then he cut it off. He cut off his memory because there was so much blood, and I was like, whoa, okay. And that's when I really started freaking out. And he's like, you need to calm down. I'm like, really? After what you just showed me? Really? But Yeah, I'd love to sit down and talk with him again because he was awesome. He was truly awesome. But and then the tall white that is kind of like a father figure. And I don't know how else do you say that. I mean, I've known him all my life. He's the one that I had my legs. This is going to sound really bad. I was 4 years old, and he's the one who had me, Nikki, sit down, because I was up walking around all the time, asking questions and touching everything on the panel and and he's like, I was driving him nuts, and so he's like, sit down. Essentially, he told me to sit my ass down, put your legs around my leg, and put your arms around my leg, and put your hands, lock your fingers together. And then I knew that was going to sound bad if I said it the way I wanted to say it. But anyway, and that's how come I know what that specific ET looks like really up close, because hello, his skinny ass little leg was his foot was literally under my legs, and his leg was in between my legs. I don't know how, because I was cross-legged, and I got to, and he's like, no, he's like, don't touch the skin. Just interlock your fingers, and well, he didn't call it that. He called it something else. And so you interlocked your fingers, and I had to sit there like that. And it taught me to be patient. And here I am, this 4-year-old little kid. But I love talking to him. Although I do have to say, there were times he and I would argue and fight as I grew up. Kind of very much like parents and a child. So, and honestly, I don't know. I know he's hundreds of years old. I just don't know exactly how old he is. But I would love to have a conversation with him, though he's very legalistic. It very much is like talking to an attorney on this planet. That's very much what it's like. So he would be my next one. And then I would love to talk to the nursemaids and get their perspective, because they're clones. Every single one of the nursemaids, they're clones. But they are the ones who raise the hybrid children until those hybrid children are in their adult form, in their adult body. And I want to know all the things, and I know that they teach them, they train them, they teach them. They are the go-to, how do you say this? Because those kids physically grow so quickly. I want to understand the kind of training that they go through, the kind of training that they teach the kids mentally to respond, because humans, growth spurts for kids are painful. They're physically painful for us, and you hear, oh God, sorry, I'm itchy again. Sorry. So, you've got our kids when they grow, and certain things hurt, or they get cranky and crabby, and you can't figure out why, and then and then you see a growth spurt in the next couple of months, and hello, it's part of their literally quote unquote growing pains, as they used to call it when I was growing up, and when my kid was growing up, who's gonna be 34 in the next couple of weeks. So it's just Those are probably the three that I would really want to talk to. But then again, I think of there was a female. I almost called her a woman. Well, she is a woman. She's just not a human woman. There was a female on Mars that she's the one with the ear flap, or well, I call them ear flaps. They're part of her head, but it was her breathing. It was like her lungs on the top of her head. And I know you guys can't see this, but on camera, I've got one hand on either side of my head, and literally it's like part of the scalp would open up, and it was part of her breathing. And when she didn't want anybody to see that, they would stay, because you're looking at her face to face, and it only the back portion opens up. But if she starts trusting you, or if that species starts trusting you, they'll open it up, and so it'll look like kind of like a heartbeat opening and closing on the back and sides of the head. Really fascinating. And I would love have a God, she was wonderful. But she lived on, and I don't know what her species is. I have not a damn clue. The energy from her was off the charts, wonderful, nice. Not a wicked, no nastiness at all. Very loving, very caring. And I don't know if that. Sorry, itchy spot on my head. I don't know. I don't know if she was just that way with me, or if that was how she is, or if that's how her species is, her race or species, or whatever. But I would love to have had. God, I'd love to sit and have multiple hours or even days worth of conversations with her. She was wonderful. And she was not very tall. I'm 5'2.5" now, but in my clone body, I'm 5'3". And she was maybe 5'5". So she's not very tall as an ET. And she's slender, but she's kind of, I don't know how to describe it, bulky. There's no female breasts on her. I don't know how to say that. I mean, just, you've got like a flat chest. And butt-ass naked, what we would consider butt-ass naked, no clothing. But you couldn't see any genitalia or anything like that, so I have not a clue, and I don't really want to know. But some ETs, their genitalia is on the inside, and you would never see it when they're butt-ass naked, so whatever. Anyway, so I saw her entire body, and kind of like short and stocky is what it reminds me of, but reptilian-like.
Okay.
The skin was very reptilian-like, but she's the next one I would love to have a conversation with, because the energy, and respectful and very caring, and there are a lot of others that I can remember from being on the Mars base, but she's really, when I think of Mars, she's really the very first one that I think of, because I've got such wonderful memories of her, and she liked me. She was one of the ones that controlled. Oh, they had a window. When you're a pilot and you were coming and going from the, not the landing bay, when the transport vehicles were coming and going out of the tunnel, outside of the tunnel there, and I don't think I've really described this either. Outside of the tunnel, there is like a wall.
Okay.
So if you're coming out of the tunnel, on the left-hand side of the tunnel is a like what looks like a giant rock wall. From the outside, that's what it looks like. But when you're inside, facing what appears to look like a window, it's incredible. I mean, you're literally it's like this gigantic. Like I'm looking at my bedroom wall right now, and it's that window is as big as so 10 feet wide. And well, my bedroom is like 9-10 feet tall, so bedroom wall. So it's a gigantic window, but you from the outside, it literally looks like a rock wall. And so when I think of her, that's what I think of. I'm facing her in that memory that I have of her, and she's facing me, so her back is to that window. And you can see, periodically, transport vehicles. They come in and out as a blur to me because it's part of how my memory is. I'm still trying to remember more of that memory, but I think I blur it out I was going to say for safety's sake, but it's not for safety's sake anymore because I'm no longer part of SSP. Because they don't like me anymore because I had to slow my brain down. That's a whole nother subject. After I had my back injury, and it kind of pissed them off that I had to slow my brain down, just to be able to cope and deal with the kind of pain levels that I was at in 2008. And when they tested me again in 2023, they're like, "Oh, your brain's too slow." And I'm like, "F you." So
okay.
I started
the same thing. Right.
I started picking. Well, I mean, in SSP, you have to think extremely fast. It's like think on your feet, type of thing. And they told me back then that they have to shut off my conscious state in order for me to be back to the speed that I was, and they didn't like having to do that. And so in other words, I was more reactive without the conscious part of me. So I was using they shut that section off in my brain, and so I just got lost when I woke up in the testing facility. How do you say that? When I woke up in the testing facility, I was like, where the f- am I at, and what is this? And then I realized I was in a test, and then it was like somebody was on a monitor, like a speaker, but a monitor to me. And I was being told, Nikki, shut your I don't remember the exact words, and apparently that's not happening right now. But basically, Nikki, shut off your conscious state. And I was like, what? And then the next thing I know, I was being fired on, and I was like, what the shit? So, yeah, they don't want to use me unless and I'm like, that's fine with me. I don't want to be part of this effery.
Yeah.
Fuck around and find out kind of crap. And I'm like, no, I'm so, and then with me speaking out against it, they really don't like me now. And I'm like, fine with me. But I do have to say, I miss some of the different ETs that I knew that are on in the city, within the city, not just the base itself, but within the city of Mars. I can feel the energy from I can still feel them with me sometimes. I don't know how else to say that. But it's like my memory. I don't know how else to say that either. It's the memory part of my body's remembering it. My psychic self is remembering it, but I'm not having visual memories of it, which is just bizarre to me. But those are the ETs that I would. I mean, they've made the biggest impact to me in a lot of ways, especially those nursemaids. I kid you not. I would love. As a matter of fact, I was just thinking about this just a couple of days ago. I would love to have a conversation with the ET ship herself, because she's conscious. The ship, a true ET ship, especially with the consortium, and I that's what I know them as, is the consortium. When Keith Andrews called it the consortium, because I knew the quote-unquote Galactic Federation, galactic whatever everybody else is called. I was like, that's bullshit. That's not what they're called. And when Keith Andrews, when I heard him say it, I literally started screaming. I was at the other apartment at the time, and thank God nobody was home at the time. And I literally started screaming in my apartment, going, "Oh, that's what they're called!" I was so excited. I was like, that is what they're called." And so that the consortium ships and some of the other ET ships are conscious. The inside, and I don't know how they do that. I would love to know how they do that. But the feeling on board ship, from the ship itself, is such peace and love and wanting betterment for all, I was going to say humanity, but for all living beings. And matter of fact, I was just having conversation. I was just having a conversation with somebody, and that was a really big deal to me. Being on board those ships, you have when I'm on, okay, I don't know how else to say this. When I'm on board those ships, I can feel the ship moving. There's a specific kind of vibration. And in the course of this conversation that I was having a couple days ago, I was asked, is that why you are so sensitive when you're in buildings? Whether it's downtown Seattle, or whether it's a 6-story building or a hospital building. For example, like when I was with my mom and she was in and out of the hospital a lot. If we were on the 6th floor, there's a vibration that when I stand still, I can feel, I don't know how to, there's like I'm really sensitive to air pressure. So there's a different air pressure in those hospital buildings, but on the floors themselves, if you take your shoes off, keep your socks on for God's sake, and then change out your socks. I mean, like immediately afterwards, because yuck.
Hell no.
Yeah, exactly. You might want to throw
barefoot.
Oh shit, no. Or throw the socks away. But you can actually, or I can. There's a vibration in the floors, and you can feel when, like down the hallway, somebody's rolling a cart, like a heavy cart, with supplies or something. I can feel it 20, 30, even 40 or 50 feet away in my feet, if my feet are in a pair of socks. If it's I'll feel it before I hear it. And so in the course of this conversation with somebody, they were asking me, so is that why you're so sensitive? And I think it's because of the ET ships, because I can feel and sense movement on those ships, even when the ship isn't there. And it's a form of an energy signature. I just don't know what else to call it. So like when I've been downtown Seattle and say I've been on the 20th floor of a building, or however high the building is. Well, there's been a couple of buildings where I've been on like the 40th floor of a building. I can't handle it. I start getting nauseated because I feel the sense of motion. Those buildings, really tall buildings, will have a tendency to sway. Yeah, Robert and I are kind of like going back and forth with the hands on the screen. They sway. And most people don't feel that. I feel it. I am that freaking sensitive to it. I had a girlfriend who was living, well, I considered a family member, but for everybody else's sake, I had a girlfriend who was living in a downtown building, and she was on the 6th floor. And 4th or 6th. Anyway, doesn't matter. And when I was on her floor, I was like, oh my God, I can't. And it's a brick building. It shouldn't be. And I had this sense of movement. And when I explained that to one doctor, he was like, oh, that's just your ears. That's your equilibrium. Oh, no, this is not that. And you can't, back then I couldn't describe it to him because, I mean, hello, who would get it? I mean, I just came out to my heart doctor last week that I was a psychic medium because there were certain things that he had asked me. And I went, oh crap, this means I'm going to have to tell you. You just asked me something very, very specific, and it means that I have to tell you something. And in order to answer your question truthfully. Yeah. And he said, okay. So I told him, and he said, so what did that do to your heart? And so I explained it to him and all this other stuff. But he understood it. I was like, I honestly, I looked him straight in the face, dead in the face, and I said, look, you're a doctor, you come from sciences, this is a different form of science, but it's not typically classified, I don't remember how I worded it, but it's not typically registered, classified a certain way, and a lot of doctors will consider the person nuts and all of this. I said, but I described a situation to where I was so psychically high that it took other psychics and energy workers to bring me down. Robert was one of those people. And he's shaking his head, yeah. Because I was in a very, very dangerous state, and it was affecting my heart, my whole body, my everything, because I couldn't come down. It was my very first experience where I was so psychically, energetically, no other way to say it, high. It's not being high, though. It's literally...
you could go to Mars, but then you got high.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was really rough, and I wasn't sleeping, and so then you get dehydrated, you get all this other stuff, and so yeah, when you go to talk to a doctor, so a lot of doctors will not even acknowledge or accept that. This guy did, and I think it was probably because I had so many witnesses. Witnesses, that came out wrong. I was pronouncing the W in the wrong way. Anyway, yeah, with an H to it. So anyway, yeah. So, another itchy spot. So in answer to the question, it's just there's a number of ETs. Yeah, I know. And I got a little. I was gonna say a little knob. My God, I got a little tiny blister on my elbow, and it's just driving me nuts right now. Histamine blister. Anyway, so yeah, that's a very long answer to your question, but those would be the ones, and you get when you've been on board so much, for so long, on and off those craft, and I know them as craft. I don't know them as ships, but I call them ships because it's just easier for the general public to understand that. And a lot of the ETs call them craft. They don't call them ships. But you get really sensitive, and a lot of other ETs, abductees, don't really register that. And I'm really the only one that I've ever heard of that has ever talked about that sensitivity. That's a whole. I went off on another tangent. I'm sorry. Anyway, so yeah, you get different sensitivities, and she's one. The craft, the consciousness on board that craft. I would love to have a conversation with her. Actually be allowed to spend a number of hours just talking with her. And I don't know, because I don't remember if she herself, and to me it's a she, because that's what the energy feels like, actually is telepathic. I know that whatever you think, she can manifest and realize into reality the living, because it's morphine metal. So if you need a chair, she'll produce a chair out of the freaking floor. But I would love to have a conversation with her, because, I mean, the kind of information you talk about knowing everything about all the ETs that are on board. You talk about, I mean, she knows all of it. I mean, all of it. So the good, the bad, the ugly, and the loving, caring stuff. So she's one I would love to have a conversation. She's another one I would love to have a conversation with. So hope I really answered your question.
Well, some
over-answered it.
Some alien listening to, like, on the radio waves, just praying went, "Oh, I'm the ugly one." I know the good guy. I know the bad guy. That leaves me.
No.
The good, the
Yeah,
bad, and the ugly.
Robert, do you have one?
Back in the 90s, I actually was given one of the living ships.
Okay.
Most of the communications happened during my dreams, but it was mind to command. And I was able to, well, the back of the chair had a plug-in, sort of like how they did in the Matrix, but they made me one with the ship. And
nice.
I get the movement thing that you're going on about, Nikki, because I had that same sort of sensation when I was piloting it. Aztec, that's the name of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And yeah, could go pretty much anywhere. Didn't have the Power Ranger type thing, but yeah. Morphing time. Yeah. But yeah, and then there was another time that I was shown the inside of a transport vessel. It was about the size, just a bit larger than a coffin, and you had to actually get into the back of it because the top lifted up, and you could sort of slide in, and you're facing downwards, and there's all the monitors and stuff in there, and it closed, and I was able to pilot it too. But it was kind of like that you'd be watching the monitors and it'd be up,
Oh,
down, and
so like handlebars.
like a motorbike. Yeah, but
Yeah.
just piloting this thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they so were you an adult or were you a kid?
About 16, 17, I'd like to say that I was.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah, those are the ones that remind me of the Olympic sports, the luge.
Yeah.
They're also called skulls.
Mm. In the
Yeah.
wrong way though, because they're backwards like that. It's
Yeah,
forward.
yeah, you're forward.
Sort of
Yeah,
like
that's
light cycles in Tron.
yes. Yeah. Very much like in Tron, or the original Tron. I don't know.
Mm.
I've never seen the second one. The updated version.
I'm waiting to see the third one.
Friend, so my answer for that one is not going to be educational.
Yeah.
Friend,
Is it going to be entertaining?
it's not going to teach you anything about an alien race. It's going to teach you something about me. Friend, because mine would be Paul. Friend,
Oh, yes. Oh, awesome.
friend, but Natal said he actually loved the long answer, lots of detail, and learned a few things. Thank you for that. So, but
Oh, you're so welcome.
yeah, like mine probably doesn't fucking exist, but I really hope he does. Like,
There are ETs that look like him.
oh no, I don't want him to just look at him. I want him to be him. I want him to have Seth Rogen's
Oh, the
voice.
yeah, the attitude and everything with it.
the
Yeah,
attitude,
he was
laugh,
awesome.
everything. Friend.
Yeah.
So, but and the kindness. Like he
Yes.
really was a cool dude.
Yeah.
Friend.
Even though his eating habits were a bit
Oh
off.
God, the bird. Yes.
What? Do you expect me to
Bring
eat
the
that?
bird back to life and then eat it? What the heck?
Well, you don't expect him to eat it when it's dead. That's just wrong.
No. Well, that reminds me of the Klingons in the Star Trek series and movies, and they're eating live.
Oh, you remember that worm
God.
soup shit that they ate?
Oh God, yeah.
The worms, live, gah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Friend.
Oh dear.
I don't know. I've seen some shit on the internet. We have just as weird shit here, so.
Yeah, and there are different countries that eat live
I know.
things that are living. So
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh. No, thank you.
Revenge of the Octopus.
Yeah.
Oh, yikes.
Well, and I
Yeah,
didn't realize how many people actually get hurt from eating that.
Mm.
Like, yeah,
Well,
it's dead,
wouldn't you fight back?
right? Friend. But then why eat it?
Mm.
That's the part
Doesn't
that I don't
say.
get. Friend. I don't know. Friend. So, I got a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is the new year. We are
Yes.
7 days in. Did you guys make any resolutions?
8 days.
8.
Shut up, Robert. It's 7 days.
A day ahead.
Fucking time travelers.
Just to get down to where we're going and get set up.
That's a good one.
But
Right.
there's floods above us. A little bit of rain down south. I don't know if that's causing any flooding down there. And then where we're moving to, that state is under fire watch at the moment. Because there's bushfires sort of we're here, and the bushfires are way up here. But the whole area is under fire ban. Because yesterday they got to 38 degrees Celsius, which is about 114, I think they said it was going to be.
Jesus.
And then today it's cooler, but then I just saw something on the news segment saying that the fire bans are in force again from tomorrow. So, no fires.
Friend, you're starting to sound like us.
No.
Friend, we actually
And
made
then I
that
woke
joke.
then I woke up this morning to see Renata Daniels saying, "What is going on with America again?" So I don't know what's happening there, whether it was a cult type thing or because someone mentioned a cult, and then I heard from somebody else saying that there was a suicide and a few other things like that. So I don't know what happened.
Well, there's all kinds of crap going on. That,
Mm.
yeah, just but
Yeah.
like we made that joke about 3 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
that's what.
Do you guys
That's what-
remember Hercules, the cartoon?
Yeah.
Yes.
You remember the old people that were sitting near the fountain, and they're
Mhm.
trying to figure out if it was before the floods and after the earthquake, or before the fires and then the tornado. Do you guys
Mhm.
realize we got watches for tornadoes during the floods? We had a tornado watch here. Plus,
Oh,
we
that's
had,
right.
and we had 4 earthquakes in concrete. We
Yep.
had mud slides. We had 2
Yep.
house fires,
Yeah.
and we had fucking floods.
Yep.
Like,
And you had freezing too,
yeah,
didn't
we
you?
all wanted to move to Sparta. It was bad.
Yeah, it was really bad.
And now we can't get help.
Yeah. Well, there's a possible cyclone
Can't
forming
Get
up the
help?
north where there's already floods, so they're going to get more rain.
Jesus.
So from the coast inwards, about halfway through of Queensland, I hear that Mount Isa, which is up on the almost near the border of Northern Territory and Queensland, they were even affected by it. They've got some flooding in there as well.
You're
So-
kidding. That's up. Oh, okay.
It's way
Sorry.
up to me. But yeah.
Yeah, it's up by where Paul and Cyan are at. Hamden. They're a couple that deal with they are a couple with a different YouTube channel, and I know them. I can't say where I know them from, but I know them from a couple of different places, and personally know them or used to, and they kind of shut down they locked down some of their stuff because things started getting people were getting really wicked about the information that they were putting out. And it's valid information. They're both ET abductees. And they have ships landing on their property. And they used to do like mini group sessions in their home. And I think that don't quote me on this, but I think from the last I had heard, they had to shut some of that down for security reasons, but I don't know if they still have it locked down or not. I could be mistaken, but that's how I remember it. But yeah, they're really far north. I mean, they're like on the coast, but the farthest north you can get in Australia. So they're up in that area.
They should move.
I hope I hope they're doing okay.
Do you remember when we saw how the continent of Australia was moving? They should move. Remember, that's the part that goes into China.
Yep.
Into
It's gonna go bang.
butthole China. Right.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly where they're what city, or town, I should say, what town they're located in. But yeah, they're up in that area. I should check on them. I should see if because Paul's the one that usually does the checking of all the different accounts and stuff. So, and they're both psychic mediums. And they deal extensively with the Zetas. And a lot of people, when you hear Zetas, a lot of people think of Zetas as being mean and nasty. They're not. There's some that are, but in the grand scheme of things, a lot of the Zetas, they're not. And I know, and I personally know a number of people that would totally and completely disagree with me. But I that's fine. They can disagree all they want, but
See, and that's the thing. I don't know enough about aliens to disagree with you, friend.
yeah, I
So,
mean,
like, my
you hear
first thought
people.
when I hear Zetas is Zoltan. Friend.
Oh yeah, no,
Friend.
no. Okay. So they're a version of a gray.
Okay.
Okay, so Zeta, ouch, Zeta is a version of a gray. Sometimes they can be anywhere. Oh, God, itching is driving me nuts. They can be anywhere from 4 to 6 feet tall.
Just so you know, Nikki, they make cones for humans, and I'll send you one. Don't even.
Yeah, I'm to the point where I'm having to take an extra half of a Benadryl, and I hate taking Benadryl because it affects. It can affect the brain, and I'm like, with everything I've got, I don't need that shit. But I can't handle the itching is driving me nuts. I'm having to really focus a specific way, and I don't even know why I'm having this allergic reaction. Trying to figure that out all day. But anyway, but the Zetas, Zeta Reticuli, is the area that they come from in the Regulus? No, that's not right. That's not right at all. Crap, I can't remember what system it's in. Anyway, and there are some that are taller. Now, I have been told by some, I was going to say somebody in the know, I have been told by a hybrid that some can even be up to 9 feet tall. Now, that's the first I'd heard of that. Excuse me. So, I don't know. I know that, many grays can be anywhere from 3 feet to 7 feet tall. I did not know that some of them can be even up to 9 feet tall. That blew my mind when I heard that. I still have a hard time with it, but do I believe what I was told? Yes, I do.
And that makes sense to me, though.
They would know. They would know.
But, like, all of our media, like, not media. Yeah, I guess media. Comes from somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, we have quite a few sci-fi shows that show a 9-foot gray.
Oh yeah, look at Star Wars.
Star Wars, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rocket steals a battery from them.
Yeah. Kind of forgot about that.
Right.
Yeah.
And they are taller than Groot.
Oh, and see, I never saw that movie. Oh, that's part of Guardians of the Galaxy. Never mind. I have seen Guardians of the Galaxy. I just haven't seen it in a long time.
And I think it's number 2.
Oh, see, I've only seen one. But in Star Wars, when Boba Fett,
the creators of the Troopers.
Yeah, the creators of the Troopers, they're 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
But those are not, to me, those are not Zetas. Those are, oh, crap, I can't think of what they're called. They're not Zetas. They're different species altogether. I just don't remember what the hell they're called at the second. Brain fart going on with that one. Anyway, although if you ask our Keith Andrews, I'm sure he'll be able to tell you. Because the head doesn't fit for a Zeta. Because a Zeta has a head like a somewhat like a typical gray, but the shape is a little bit different. but it's got that kind of like that egg-shaped face or egg-shaped head.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they all have different personalities. I've heard so many people say, "Oh, they're exactly like." No, they're not. They all have their own personality, just like humans do. Some are legalistic, some are absolutely not. Some are very easygoing. Well, I wouldn't call them easygoing, but I don't know what else to call them that we would understand. So yeah, it's the 3-foot tall ones. To me, those are the clones. Not always, but that's how I think of them as. There are some that are the 3-foot tall ones that I would think of as kind of like robotics, but they're not. They're like part robotics, part living flesh. So I don't know what else to say about. Yeah, well, sort of.
Organic android.
Yes, organic android. Yeah. So I know other people wouldn't call them that, but that's the only way I can think of them as. But they're the clones. They're all. And I know that that's not the case for all of them, but that's how I think of them as. Then you get the 4-foot tall ones and the 5-foot tall ones. They're all different. There are some that are okay. I was going to say picking up the cows, but that's how I think of them as picking up the cows and returning them with all kinds of what look like laser marks on them and cuts and all this other stuff on them. Then you've got all different kinds of others. So I just you get a wide range, and supposedly there are 15 versions of the Greys, and interestingly enough, I think of there's a whole lot more than that, or at least the ones that I think of as Greys.
Well, the Chows brings up the Miami Mall aliens. The Vegas aliens
Oh,
in the backyard
yes.
were 9 feet tall.
Yeah. No one's in Vegas. Yeah, did he say Vegas too?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were, yeah. It's a different group of ET altogether, and how to crash. They're trying, which means they're trying to survive. They're simply trying to survive. You got to crash, and you've got living ET that have come out of that vehicle. They're simply, at that point in time, they're simply trying to survive.
Well, it's like they they found the needle in the haystack, because they landed as close as they could to the fucking one base that we supposedly keep aliens in. That's fucked up for them. That is
51.
Murphy's fucking law.
Yeah, seriously. That's. Yeah, I've had people ask me, do I think that situation was real? Oh, hell yeah. You listen to the people's response to it, that kid's response, that teenager's response, and his father and the oh, God, yeah. Those were ETs. And do I believe that the one at the mall? Oh, hell yeah.
Well,
not only that, there were other videos coming out at the time where there were what I could only classify as a form of an ET that were in the process of cloaking themselves.
That's the thing.
So they had that ability. You could see the shimmer.
I can honestly hear in my head voices from the past of people that used to be on this podcast and have passed on saying things like, this is it. 2026 will be the year of disclosure.
Well, a lot of things will be taking place this year, yeah. A lot.
But I think you know who I'm talking about, and you know that's exactly what they would say.
Mm-hmm.
For like, that would be the exact wording of it. And I don't know. Like, I'm almost wondering if 2026 is going to be a weird year.
Oh, very.
But I think for a lot of things, we are too far gone now. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, depends on what you mean by too far gone.
We've gotten ourselves in such a rabbit hole that there is nothing on the internet that I can believe anymore. There's nothing on the TV I can believe anymore, and there's hardly anything that I see with my own eyes anymore that I can believe.
Yeah, AI. Everything's AI.
And it's not just AI. Like, people aren't real anymore.
Oh, there's so much stuff that... I mean, I just literally yesterday heard a podcast talking... I don't remember who the hell the podcast was at the second. There was a podcast, a group of people talking... Well, I think 4 people, if I remember right, who were talking about the changes in society where humanity... They've lost the sense of empathy. Oh, come on, stomach, knock it off. Everybody's lost the sense of empathy for other people. And they were talking about, where did the empathy go? And I think that that's a really valid point.
Yeah.
They... I just remembered who was on the podcast, and I'm not going to name names, but they were actors and other individuals who weren't actors, and they were having quite a conversation, and that was one of the subjects. And I was like, yeah, I fully agree, because, okay, so, which delves right into the potential for next week's discussion, which, I mean, people were laughing at targeting. People actually laugh and think it's hysterical that other people are being targeted by frequency weapons. People are laughing over really despicable things that are taking place. And that is a huge lack of empathy. That's a huge lack of a bunch of things that are being lost.
I laugh at stupid things.
Yeah, there's a difference in humor. Like, that's not humor.
Well, no, and that's the thing. Like, I will take humor out of almost any situation. Like, what you just said. I don't laugh at targeting. I laugh at people that shop at Target. Have you seen their fucking prices? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no shit.
Like, it's a way to... It's the way for me to... how do I say this? I've gotten to the point where I cannot handle everything that's going on in our world.
Yeah, same. This is why I don't watch the news.
I deflate the entire situation by kind of off-branding it to something else that, to me, is funny.
Yeah, I understand that.
And, like, yes, I lack empathy in a lot of places, but I can't help it. Like, and it's not... I do feel bad for some, like, people.
Yeah.
But in the moment, when someone shows me something, like, okay, friend, I watched a video the other day, and it was a reaction video of someone else. And he starts the video with, if you laugh, you're going to hell. Friend. And it's this girl doing the hokey pokey, and all you see is a side view of her, and then she puts her right hand in, and then you're seeing her right side. And she puts her right hand in, and then she goes to put her left hand in, and it's gone. Friend. I burst out fucking laughing. Like, she did not have a left arm.
Oh, got it.
There was just a little nub there, and she looked so disappointed. But she was making fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I do feel bad for that she doesn't have that arm, but
she's making fun of herself.
And every one of those videos, I am going to hell for, because I laugh at every single one.
That's a lot like the limb loss boss. He's had both legs cut off, and the one I saw today was he was watching another video of another guy that was on the ground, and he had several cows in front of him, longhorn ones, and he started going like a gorilla towards them, and they all started taking off.
I love that guy.
Man.
And the guy said, "Well, I'm going to hell."
Friend. And there's constantly videos like that. Like, there's one of a little Chinese girl that was performing, and I cannot say on there what she said. But I can. But I will say it the way I would. No, I can say it the way I would, friend, because I'm not allowed to say this word. But in her language, in her her natural language, she sings this saying that is N-word, call popo.
Oh my.
And she's saying the actual word, but it's not. It's that sentence means something in a song in her language.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot with. So there's a lot of videos talking about. A lot of short videos talking about what in your language would we find funny? Yeah. Would Americans find funny? And so you'll get these videos, and people, and you'll get anywhere from 1,000 to 4,000 responses to it, because people are like, "Oh my God!" In my country or in my language, we say, "Psst," and this is what it means, but this is what it sounds like in English. And you get all kinds of responses, and it does. It sounds incredibly funny, but in somebody else's language, it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense why people are laughing.
And with these videos, a whole bunch of black guys have taken this video and they've stitched with it. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but like where they show the original video and then they add their own part, and they always put them on the phone, and they're like, "Hello, officer. I don't know why, but I'm supposed to call you. This little Asian girl told me."
Oh my!
And it always, like, that kind of stuff makes me laugh, because it's someone from that community taking a word that is honestly hurtful and making fun of it, making it so that it's not so hurtful anymore.
Racial or stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, and I like to see that kind of stuff, but like, I don't know, like there is so much in our world right now that is going on.
Yeah, so stressful.
Yeah, and
it's like constant. It's almost like constant 9/11.
Yeah, it's
on
like,
a daily basis.
But it's at
it's
every
that
level.
Traumatic. Yeah, it's that traumatic.
Like, it's in our homes. It's everywhere.
This is why I don't watch the news. Yep.
Because, like, well, Nikki, when I was telling you, like, we couldn't get any help and you didn't quite understand, I don't think, what I meant.
No, I didn't. That's what I wanted to know.
So our governor, Inslee, released
Yeah.
$1 million to government or disaster assistance.
Yep.
With that, he was able to help 2,000 homes across Washington. The money was gone in 8 hours.
Yep. I can believe that.
Holy shit.
And
We
there's
were
so
there.
many more people in need.
Kayla was able to get in there within the 9th hour,
Yep.
Ah.
and we were denied.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and there are things that we lost that I can never replace. Well, it'll take me years
Yeah.
to replace some of them, and some of it I can never replace. I have a set of Christmas decorations from the 1920s that are gone. They're done.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know what that's like.
yeah, like, friend, fuck, I lost a lawnmower.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, that was your $2,500 lawnmower, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or $1,500 or something? Yeah.
18 when it was done. But like, and we're not even the worst off. Fuck, people lost their home to the point where the only thing that's salvageable is the roof.
Yeah.
Friend. And
Or the whole home is gone.
yeah. Well, there was only 3 houses that actually got taken.
Oh, really? I thought there
And-
were more than that.
No, and one of them
I thought there were like 10.
One of them, the Nooksack, actually made it all the way down the river. It went out to
Holy crap.
sea. Fred, that I want to know who built that house, and he's hired. Holy shit.
Wow.
No.
Fred,
I had not heard that.
yeah, there's a video of it going down the Nooksack River.
Yep.
Wow.
So, and then, but like, it's not just us either. Now we've got other states that are having just as many issues, and some of them are man-made, some of them are natural disasters, and friend, it's just effed.
Yep.
Yeah, that really is.
And so with everything that is being added on politically, I'm done. Now I only, like, I've had to even stop watching, like, ghost stuff.
Yeah.
Like paranormal videos. I can't watch them right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Friend, it's not
This
happy
is-
enough.
This is why I stopped. This is not why I stopped, but why I stopped watching the paranormal shows, all the things that I used to be interested in. They're all part of my life now on a daily freaking basis.
Yep.
And I can't. The things that I used to love to watch. Granted, many of those, there are many of those shows that are no longer on, but I can't even get into the subject matters.
Yeah.
I don't even know, here's something. I am a major Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan. I honestly do not know if I am going to be able to handle, because of what I deal with on a regular or even a daily basis, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to watch that show now, because Sarah Michelle Gellar has gotten together with the actress who played Buffy. She's gotten together with I believe a director or a producer or somebody, and they're it's not a reboot. It's not it's kind of like an addition to. Can't remember how she worded it, but
It's a continuation.
yeah, thank you. That's the word. It's a continuation of the storyline, but not anything that anybody's really expecting. It's called Buffy the Vampire Slayer New Sunnydale, I think is what they're calling it. What they're calling the series. And I'm like, I was a major fan of that. Major fan of that in the day. And a lot of that had to do with the fact, and I now understand why, a lot of that, for me, one of the reasons why I loved it is because it was a female character who was kicking ass. I mean, like hardcore, and you didn't have a lot of that in the 90s and early 2000. I mean, you did, but not really. And it was a lot of paranormal stuff. Well, now I'm dealing with a serious amount of paranormal on a regular basis, let alone ET stuff. And back then I was in SSP, and I was very, I was also doing Taibo back then. I was very much into physical protection and all sorts of stuff, and it was a good representation for me in a lot of ways. And so, but I don't think I can handle watching the new one, and that just breaks my heart because I love that show.
I get you love that show, but Nikki, the new one's not going to do it justice. I guarantee it. They never do.
I don't know. She's pretty. This specific actor, she's pretty specific. So
no, but half of them, like that's the problem. Half of them are gone. You gotta remember that. So you're gonna have characters that can't be there, and if they are, they're gonna be done by someone else, and that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, there's Michelle Trachtenberger, if I remember, that's how you pronounce her name.
Yep.
She's gone because of I believe it was cancer or something. And there are, I read an article today, which I don't always read articles on this, but I read an article today where she talked, where Miss Geller talked about something to do with some actors are returning, but later in the series or something to that effect. I can't remember how it was worded.
That's a good way to do it.
Or even who wrote it. But because otherwise I would credit them. I just don't remember who it was that wrote it. It wasn't a regular media outlet.
I do got to tell you something funny.
What's that?
So, a few weeks ago, we talked about this on the show about Buffy, and me and you argued a little.
Yeah.
Because
did we? What did we argue about? I don't remember.
The movie.
God!
I am a fan of the original movie. The thing is, I started watching Buffy a few months after it became popular. So it's probably in its second season.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I had never watched it from the start. So Kayla decided that I needed to.
Yeah.
So
she's right.
Before Christmas,
however,
we started watching it. And of course, it's Kayla, so we got 4 episodes in and she quit. And I'm like, well, if she's not doing it, I don't have to do this shit. I'm done. Friend, because I don't have the connection to it. So, friend. But I did figure something out.
What's that?
It's not a different story. The movie
Then
the movie.
No, it's not.
It's a continuation. The movie was the first school she was at. And it's mentioned in the frickin' first episode. I didn't realize that.
It's mentioned a couple of times throughout the series.
Friend, I thought that was very cool that they did it that way.
Yeah,
because a lot of times they don't.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that was that was considered Josh Whedon's baby, and it went in as a flop.
Yeah.
But when you look at the TV series, I'm a major fan. I mean, most people in my life don't F with Nikki when it comes to that series. Seriously. And there's not very many TV series that I'm like that on. That's one I will fight people over. That and Serenity and Firefly. Holy crap. Yeah. Whole nother different ballgame. But anyway, major fan. Brown coats, baby, brown coats. Anyway, so it's one of my little things. Anyway, so yeah, it's throughout the series actually. They do repeatedly talk about the very first season or the movie, yeah. with the high school, and I mean, God, I don't even remember how many years. I think it was 7 years, 8 years. I don't remember at this second. But then Angel, the character Angel, ended up in his own series.
Yeah.
And
David
that,
Boreanaz.
David Boreanaz. And that was a great take on it. I mean, it just went phenomenal. I have a few little hard as a watcher, a few little hard things to say about the ending of that episode or of that series, but yeah.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Like that I think that's the reason I never got into those. Was number one.
Yeah.
I was a 15-year-old guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so, but it goes beyond that.
And see, I was
Because at 15-year-old, I was watching things for the women. I will fully admit that.
Yep.
But all Buffy the Vampire Slayer did was remind me that those are the girls that I could never get.
Did you at least watch the musical?
Do what?
Oh, God.
They had a musical?
They had a musical episode.
Fuck, everybody has a musical episode.
No.
Hell's Demon came up because he was summoned.
Once more with feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Friend. Yeah, no. Friend. But at that time, I was watching Xena Warrior Princess.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Because
I've been there, done that. That was the other one.
those are fantasy shows, fuck. If I showed these girls a Starbucks, I could get them immediately. Fucking A.
Oh, God.
I mean, they've never experienced a coffee. Friend. And I cannot remember her name anymore, but I was absolutely enthralled with her apprentice.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not Willow. Yeah.
He's
Xena's secondary.
Yeah, it was the Willow of Xena.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Friend.
Did you know the actress that played Xena? Phenomenal voice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, phenomenal! And if I remember correctly, she's the one who is doing the singing in the opening credits.
Friend, is it?
Yeah, I think so. Go and look.
Speaking of amazing voices, Fran, so me and my mother-in-law found something online. Fran, it's these two young black kids. Like, well, I say young. They're like in their 20s. Fran, but I think they're brother and sister. Either that or best friends. And it's a guy and a girl, and they react to music. So,
cool.
And their whole thing is we thought we knew music.
Until
watching them react to different country songs.
Gabrielle.
I've been seeing. Yes, thank you, Gabrielle.
Yes. And so they're both very much into hip hop and rap. But watching them to react to songs like Fancy by Reba McEntire.
Oh, yes.
And realizing halfway through that she was literally prostituting her daughter out.
Yeah.
Or Earl Has to Die by the Dixie Chicks.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, we have come so far in music. It is incredible. You think about all the songs. You look back at Hank Williams, not Junior, but his dad, and you listen to some of those songs or some of the songs like from Loretta Lynn, and it's, I mean, great songs. Don't get me wrong, because I love music. I am a major music fan of almost all oh God, can't remember how to pronounce that word. It's not genders, it's gen Genre. Ugh. Never remember how the hell to pronounce that. Anyway, but my point is that everything but heavy rap. I can't handle heavy rap. It drives me up a wall. Or like what I call acid music. It's a very specific kind of heavy metal. My body just can't handle it.
Yeah.
Body and brain just cannot do it. Oh, that's interesting. So if that person is still in chat, I don't know if you heard my live broadcast on from Monday into Tuesday. I talk about, and I didn't know this until not very long ago. There are certain ETs that love heavy metal. Oh my God!
Nice.
I was just like heavy the kind that I can't handle, and I'm like, okay, I can go through one song. If it's one of my hybrid kids, I can go through one song. I can't do the whole album. I can't. My brain just will not tolerate it.
It almost made me cry when we watched the Space Needle fireworks show on New Year's Eve.
I missed that. I actually slept for the first year, and I think it's probably the second year I've ever actually slept through New Year's Eve.
They played Crazy Train.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah. Fran, the fireworks show was to the tune of Crazy Train, and I thought that was awesome.
Oh, that is fantastic.
So, Fran, but these two young black kids, we watched them do Celine Dion, It's All Coming Back to Me.
Mm-hmm.
And this literally actually did make me cry. Because at the end of it, they said, I can't wait to go see her in concert.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Nikki, she has stiff person syndrome.
I know she does.
She's never doing a concert again.
It's a big deal. Well, you remember during the Olympics in Paris, she actually sang.
Yeah.
And that's when I sat and cried.
And that was her last performance.
Yeah. So, and I'd been hearing different little things that she might do a concert. But to me, the way it's been worded, those were rumors to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't know if she's ever coming back to sing.
So one of our family members
takes so much out of her. Can't even fathom.
Died of this disease.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not know that.
It hit his heart before it hit his vocal cord, so he could talk up till the end. But yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but breathing
to us as his heart turned to stone.
Oh God,
Fran. So every pump, was just agony.
I can't even fathom. I can't even fathom, because that also gets into your breathing.
Yeah.
That gets into the lungs. I mean, the heart right near the lungs. I mean, you're dealing. That's a whole other ball game, man. To me, it's resemblance to me of Parkinson's in a lot of ways, but yet not at the same time.
Yeah. The child wants to know if it's human death metal or alien death metal.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Fran, I do too. I want an answer to that.
I don't know how to answer that. It's the strongest metal I've ever.
Like,
strongest
do they have their own version?
Music. I don't know.
Fuck.
I honestly don't know. That's what I had. I had a conversation once, and I was so stunned. And when I turned on, I was ET hybrid pregnant at the time, and when I turned on music, there was. I don't even remember who the hell was playing. I didn't even recognize the band's name, and I got told, Mama, can we please listen to that? And I'm like, you got to be kidding. And I'm like, yeah, I will do it for you. Yeah, I will do it for you. And I listened, and I was like, I had to literally shut my brain down so that I wouldn't say one freaking word, so that in my head, so that so that my little hybrid could listen without commentary from me. Because I was like, I hate this kind of stuff. But it was, and like I said, I'm a music lover of almost all kinds. And believe me, I found out they really like this. And there are also other foods that I found out that they did not like.
This is honestly, though, why we need them down
most
here.
of the others did. Yeah, I mean,
our media has made me believe that they hate music.
No, they don't.
But it has, because do you remember Monsters vs. Aliens? Remember when Stephen Colbert came out and played a song for him? And they fucking shot him. Fran. Shit like that.
Movie. Yeah. I don't remember that in the movie. It's been too long since I've seen that movie. But, yeah, when I've been ET hybrid pregnant, with different, I mean, they're spliced and diced genetic wise with different ET, and or with human, whatever. Anyway, I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm being very inarticulate right now. Anyway, point being, I've listened to everything from all kinds of instrumental to powwow music to and I don't mean that in a derogatory. I just don't know what else. I don't know what to call it. Otherwise, I would call it by its proper given name.
Drumming.
Excuse me? Drumming. Thank you. Oh God. Like lyra, is that what it's called? From like the 1700s, the kind of music that they played back then, all the way to current stuff, and to fiddles, and to orchestra music, to there's some death metal I can actually handle, but it goes beyond that I can't. Anything beyond that I can't handle. I mean everything, to all kinds of, not heritage, what's the other word I'm looking for? Different music from different countries all over this planet. I love music. I always have. And I've realized it's because of all my different past lifetimes. That's why I love such a broad spectrum of music, broad range. But that's just one. I can't go there. Can't handle it. And some of the hybrids, they were like, and I didn't realize it at the time. I had this intense desire to listen to Alanis Morissette, or back in the 90s, or and that made no sense to me. I mean, I understood, I loved the music, but when you get like, it gets really like intense. And I didn't realize that was what was going on with me, that I was ET hybrid pregnant, and it was the little one wanting to listen to very specific, and it's because they were a specific species of ET that the human side was spliced and diced with. So, sorry, itchy. So you get different. I've learned so much because of these hybrid children. But yeah, I had no idea about the heavy metal music. Headbangers. I think of Headbangers Ball, which is so mild in comparison to some of the, really. That and there's some rap I can handle, but it's usually like all the way into the 90s. Anything after that, I'm like, nope, I'm done. I'm out. Which, it has to do with the rhythm and the beat, and then you get the words, and I'm like, no, I can't do the words. That's just no. So I try really hard to find a lot of, because I manifest so easily now. I try to focus on things that, unless I get really pissed off at government assets, then I play things like Vicious from Hailstorm. So, anyway, I try to listen to a lot of positive, upbeat music now because of how I manifest things. So I've got to be really, really careful with what I listen to anymore. Yeah. Makes life interesting. So when you find out that you have a hybrid infant who just loves heavy metal or loves one specific genre, that's the word I was looking for, one specific genre of music, you try to, well, as a mom, you try to give them what they want to listen to. No matter how you feel about it, you just have to shut your brain off so that you don't frickin' manifest. So, or make commentary during a song.
Right.
Or during a movie. I've that's the other thing. I've come across, didn't just find that out about the music. I also found that out about certain movies. Oh my God. They're like, can we watch that again? I'm like, what? I know we just watched it, Mama, but can we watch that again? I'm like, yeah, okay. So, that just amazes me.
Friend.
Truly. Anyway.
So, next week.
Yeah.
We are going to have a conversation with you about targeting, actually, and what's been going on with you.
Yep.
Friend.
Yep.
Get as deep as we can into it without...
getting into legal trouble.
Yeah. Friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't need them breaking down the door.
No. For none of us.
I mean,
yeah. Where you wish they had stormtroopers as the targeters.
Although, just
to
be careful,
God, yeah.
if anyone's listening, I live in Bulgaria now. So, look for me there. Right? Go ahead, fight.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Friend.
Yeah, it gets interesting. That's for sure. It's an interesting subject.
It is time for us to go. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
Let's hope that everything gets better.
Yes.
And let's start this year off a little bit happier, Fran.
Agreed.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's season 2. This is episode 1 of season 2.
Oh,
Fran,
God,
yeah,
that's right.
I freaking, because I looked at it. We had like 46 episodes in one season. I'm like, holy shit. So, but with that, ladies and gentlemen, no, fuck me. Holy shit.
No thanks.
Come on. Come on. $5.
Nice offer, but no.
Fine. You know, spoil sport. Nikki, where do we find your show?
Oh, Restore Belief with Nikki is on YouTube. It'll be at Restore Belief with Nikki, and then a dash, and then Angels Are Life, which are angels. Anyway, just look for Restore Belief with Nikki on YouTube. I'm the only one there. You can also find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Nikki, NIKKI, Jacobs, JACOBS, .376. That will take you, if you scroll down, that will take you to my psychic medium page. I don't give out the link for that because nobody can seem to find it, so I just give out my regular page and you can go from there. Plus, I post a lot of things publicly on my regular Facebook page. I'm also on Rumble, although I haven't done anything with it yet, but just watch for it. That's also Restore Belief with Nikki. I'm now on Instagram. It's Nikki_angels the letter R, and then the word life, LIFE. You can follow that. That's a public page. I'm just now starting to post things, but not very much, but I will get there eventually. Rumble. Oh, I'm on Twitch as well. Don't remember what the name is. I think it's Restore Belief, but I don't remember right now. Or it's either Restore Belief or Angels Are Life. What else? I think that's it for right now. I will be doing a .com eventually. I don't know when that will take place, though. I'm hoping this year.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of other social media that I will eventually be on later this year as well. So,
Brand Robert, where
things
can
are
we
coming.
find yours?
Things Network.
Okay.
Haven't heard anything from the other Nikki down in Perth because she's the one that mainly does it. So I have no control of when she goes on. But because it's still school holidays down here, she won't be on until probably, I don't know, probably the 27th of January.
Okay.
Because that's usually when the kids go back, just after Australia Day.
Rock on.
Oh, that's
Australia
a
Day.
Tuesday, I believe.
Australia Day is on the 25th. So yeah, I don't know.
The 25th.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
25th
can't see my goddamn
is
calendar.
Sunday, so they'll probably bring it either forward to the 27th as being the day they celebrate it, because it's usually on a weekday, so they can have a long weekend.
Okay. That makes sense.
So, yeah. So it'd probably be the 28th at least. Or, yeah. I know, it's here. It's 26th they've had it with the blue dot, so, yeah, Australia Day, 26th. So they'll have 24th, 25th, 26th off, then 27th is back to school. So probably sometime after then she'll most likely hop on and start doing the Perth Paranormal Perth Western Australia show.
Okay. Rock on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like our show, you can listen to the original 6 seasons of the last show we did, all on Spotify still for some fucked up reason. I'm not paying for it anymore, so I don't know why it's still on there. So, but it is, all of them. I just checked. So if you're interested in what we all of them. From, like, that'd be from 2023. 2022. So they're on there. And they're every episode's live on there. So look for the S4 Paranormal Bunker on Spotify. And then for this show, the entire first season is on our YouTube channel on the live area. So make sure you like and subscribe. Yeah.
And old episodes, if you want to see or hear, you won't see it. Go to my Restore Belief with Nikki YouTube channel and look under the file folder that says shows Nikki's been on, and you will find all the previous however many years worth of past shows.
Rock on.
So I know they're still up because I checked it. I think it was like 2 weeks ago I checked it. So yeah, that's
right,
there. It's in a file folder.
Join us every 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on YouTube, and like and subscribe once more. And good night, everybody. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Good night.
Good night.
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.
Son of a biscuit eater.